Hello, sports fans and Strat-O-Matic baseball fans. I've got another Mismatch Monday for you. Today, it's going to be the 1990 Yankees, and they will be the underdog team here, but they will be on the road, and they will be taking on the 1975 Oakland A's. In 1990, the Yankees were 67-95, and they were in last place in the AL East. You won't see that very often by a Yankees team, but that was the case. And the A's of 1975 were the American League West champions and had a 98-64 record. And they have a lot of the usual great A's from those mid-70s, late 70s teams that you think about when you think about the A's. So I would be very surprised if the Yankees pull this one out, but you never know. We will go over the lineups as I get to them. The Yankees lineup is going to be Steve Sax leading off and playing second base, followed by Roberto Kelly in center field. Batting third will be Don Mattingly at first base. Kevin Moss, no Moss, will be the DH. Jesse Barfield will bat fifth and be in right field. Jim Leyritz will be the third baseman batting sixth. Batting seventh will be Matt Noakes at catcher. Oscar Azócar bats eighth, and he'll be the left fielder. And Alvaro Espinoza will be the shortstop batting ninth. They will be going up against Dick Bosman of the A's. Dick Bosman in 1975 was 11-6 with a .364 earned run average. So, without further ado, we will get on with the game. Steve Sax is the batter. He gets a 110 going up against a righty, and that is going to be a ballpark single, and that will be a single. So he leads off with a single, and that's a hit by Bosman, allowed, which brings up Steve Sax. And Steve Sax gets a 6-3, and that will be a ballpark homer, except that he's weak. So let's see if he even gets it. I'm going to re-roll this because it was... So he does get the home... He would have gotten the home run, except that he's weak against righties, so he gets a single double asterisk. And Sax moves to third on that, and Kelly has this, or wait a minute. No, oh, wait a minute. 6-3. Nope, that was a ground ball, second base B. I was still looking at Sax. All right, so ground ball B, that actually puts Kelly at first base, and Sax is out at second. So there's one down, and Kelly at second, Kelly at second and Mattingly up. Mattingly gets a 6-8. 6-8 is going to be a single to center field. Now, we could send Kelly an extra base. He is a running 1 to 17. We are going to do that. And I don't know. Let's see. No, that's right field. He's a -5 arm. -5 Reggie Jackson throws him out. So he gets a single, but Kelly is thrown out trying to go to third. And that brings up Kevin Moss with a man at first and 2 down now. And he gets a 2-10, which is a ground ball second base. So he goes out 4-3. And the Yankees get nothing because of really basically a base running error. Running on Reggie Jackson, not a great idea. So no runs for the Yankees. In the first, we go to the bottom of the first, and the A's will line up as Tommy Harper at DH, batting leadoff. Bill North will be the center fielder, batting second. Batting third will be Joe Rudy in left field. Batting in the cleanup spot is Reggie Jackson, who threw Kelly out at third base. The fifth batter will be Gene Tennis, the catcher. Batting sixth will be Sal Bando at third base. Batting seventh will be Phil Garner, the second baseman. Batting 8th is going to be Bert Campy Campaneris at shortstop, and batting 9th will be Billy Williams, the former Cub, at first base. Harper leads off, and he will be going up against Tim Leary. Tim Leary for the Yankees in 1990 was 9-19 with a 4.11 earned run average. 4.11 earned run average, not that bad, but he was had the terrible record because the Yankees were terrible. So Tommy Harper gets 112, and Leary is a righty, and that's a hit by pitch. So Harper is aboard. Now he can steal, and he is a stealing. He's a stealing A. They will try it. He's out. They gunned him out. So a lot of base running mistakes happening here. The catcher for the Yankees is Noakes, and he had a +1 arm, but it doesn't matter. With the 20, he's out. So 1 down, and Bill North up. Bill North gets a 2-6. That is going to be a walk. Now, Bill North can steal. He has the same stealing rating. Let me mark down that Bosman walked a guy and hit a guy. Or no, that Leary did that. Leary did that. Yeah, he'll try it. He's an A stealer. He does make it. All right, so he steals second. So Bill North is now at second with 1 down, and Rudy is up. And Rudy gets a 2-6, and 2-6 is going to be a double, and that'll knock in a run. Bill North gets knocked in because he did get up to second base. Leary gives up a hit and a run and an earned run. 1 out, and Reggie Jackson up. Reggie, he gets a 1-3. That is going to be a walk. So the A's are all over Tim Leary here. Leary gives up his second walk just in the first inning. Gene Tennis gets a 6-6. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. There's 2 down. And that brings up Sal Bando. Bando up with 2 men on and 2 out. And he gets a 6-6, and that is a fly out to left field. So the A's do get a run, and they go ahead 1-0. We'll have to mark that down over here on the scorekeeping pad for the A's. And it's 1-0 with Jesse Barfield, the Yankee batter, coming up to face Bosman. He gets a 5-8. And that is going to be a pop out to third. Jim Leyritz gets a 4-10 batting right. 4-10 is going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. He is a 2E16. That is an 18, so that'll be an out. I know that. And it's going to be a double play. And no, what? Wait, no, it's going to be just an out. There was nobody on, so it's going to be a 5-3, and Matt Noakes is the batter. 1-6, and that is going to be a home run. Matt Noakes with a homer. He ties the game. Unbelievable. Bosman gives up a hit, a run, an earned run on a home run. And Oscar Azokar gets a 3-8, and that's going to be a ground ball short. But the Yankees tie the game. Unreal. Unreal. Although I do expect the A's to get more. I don't think the A's are stopping at 1. Phil Garner is the batter, the second baseman for the A's. Here in the bottom of the second. against Tim Leary. He gets a 6-6. That is going to be a fly to left. So all these fly outs to left field. One away. Bert Campaneris gets a 6-9. Now 6-9, that might be something. That is going to be a single. So Campaneris gets a hit. Tim Leary gives up his second hit. Campaneris is aboard. Now he can steal 2. He is a stealing A, so he'll try it. I mean, these A's are going to try it. These A's who are A's. He does steal second base, so he's up at second with 1 out and Billy Williams up. Billy Williams gets a walk. So now the A's have 2 men aboard with only 1 out. And Tommy Harper back to the top of the lineup. He gets a 2-4. That's going to be a ground ball, third base, double play out of the inning. That's the old 5-4-3 DP. And no runs come in for the A's. We go to the top of the third. Top of the third, you're going to have Alvaro Espinoza. And he gets a 3-8, and that's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. 1 down, and back to the top of the Yankees order with Steve Sachs. He gets a 4-6. That is going to be a pop out to third. And that brings up Roberto Kelly. Roberto Kelly getting a 5-5, and that's going to be a fly ball center. And that will be it for the Yankees. So the Yankees get nothing in the third. We go to the bottom of the third in a 1-1 game with Bill North, the batter for the A's, for the 75 A's. He gets a 6-3. He would be batting left. And that's a fly to left field. The left fielder for the Yankees is a 4-3. That is a 10. And that is going to be on the E3 rating, on the air rating. That is an 8. And an 8 will be a fly ball. So Bill North flies out to left with 1 down, making it 1 down, and Joe Rudy's out. And Rudy gets a 4-12, batting right, and that is going to be a ballpark homer, but it isn't. So it's a fly ball, and it is a fly ball to right. And Reggie Jackson is up. And Reggie Jackson gets a 1-8, and that's a strikeout. So Leary strikes him out. And we're still tied going to the top of the fourth with the Yankees coming to bat in a 1-1 game. Don Mattingly, the first baseman, is up. 5-4 batting left. That is going to be a ground ball short. The shortstop for the A's is a 2E29. That is a 15, very likely an out. And it is 6-3. Mattingly goes 6-3, and he's out. 1 down quickly, and Kevin Moss is the batter. He gets a 3-8, and that, my friends, is a home run. Kevin Moss gone. And the Yankees take the lead. Bosman gives up the hit, the earned run on the home run. And it's 2-1 with Jesse Barfield up. Jesse Barfield gets a 2-7, that's a strikeout. There's 2 down, and Jim Leyritz is the batter, and he gets a 5-4 batting right That is going to be a ground ball short. He is a 2E29. That is a 5, probably an out, and it is. But on a Kevin Moss home run, the Yankees take the lead 2-1, and we have to get the 2 for them, as they have a 2-1 lead over the 75 now. And again, remember, we are in a little funk here where the underdog teams keep winning, and it could actually happen again. Although I do expect this high-powered A's offense to come to life at some point. Tennis is the batter; he's leading off. He gets a 6'10", batting right, and that's going to be a ground ball third. Third baseman is Ritz, and he is a 4E27. That is a 2. That's going to be a big hit. That is going to be a single. So Tennis is aboard with a hit. Leary gives up the hit because Ritz is his third baseman. And Sal Bando, the third baseman's up. He gets a 3-9. That is going to be a ground ball B. So now he is at first base, and there's 1 away. Phil Garner is the batter. He gets a 3-10. That is going to be a single double asterisk. So there are runners at the corners. Leary giving up the hit to Scrap Iron, and Bert Campaneris is the batter with runners at the corners and 1 down. And he gets a 4-7 batting right, and that's going to be a ground ball second. That is Sachs. Sachs is a 3E11, and that's a 14. 14 and 3 is a ground ball C. They didn't have the infield in, so the run does score, and it ties the game. And up steps the very bottom of the order, Billy Williams, the first baseman. Gets a 6-5 batting left, and that's going to be a ground ball second. But the A's do tie the game, so we're going to have to get them a 2. And the game is tied at 2 going into the top of the 5th with Ritz up. You got to wonder. I mean, the only guy that really is a good hitter in this Yankee lineup really is Moss. You got to wonder if he can carry him. Ritz is the batter. He gets a 3-9. That is going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Or wait a minute. Nope, this is supposed to be Noakes, but he gets a ground ball for first base. So there's 1 down. And Oscar Azokar up. He gets a 4-6 batting left. And that is going to be a strikeout. Bosman with the K. And Alvaro Espinosa is the batter. He gets a 6-6 batting right. And that is going to be a line out to the shortstop. And the Yankees don't get anything in the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th in a 2-all game between, again, the 1990 Yankees, as you can see, and the 1975 A's. Tommy Harper, the leadoff batter, he gets a 2-9. That is going to be a strikeout. Oh, wait. Nope. And Leary with a K. That's only his second strikeout of the game. Bill North is up. Bill North gets a 1-5. That is a strikeout. So Leary strikes out the first 2 guys of the 5th inning for the A's. And Rudy. Joe Rudy gets a 3-8, and that's a pop out to second. So no runs come across for the A's. We're still tied at 2. The 90 Yankees taking on the 75 A's. Steve Sachs is the batter. Top of the order for the Yankees, 6-5. That is going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. The shortstop for the A's is a 2E29. That is a 9. So we're going on to 29, which is not good. 10. And that's going to be... That's still going to be a ground ball, so he's out. One away. And Roberto Kelly up. 6-10 for Roberto Kelly. And he gets a... he gets a home run. So that's going to be a solo shot. Bosman giving up a hit and an earned run and a run. And Don Mattingly is up. He gets a 5-4 batting left. That's going to be a ground ball short. He is a 2E29. Or wait a minute, yes. 2E29, that's an 8. That's still going to be on the air rating, the 29 air rating. That's a 7. And that is going to be an E1. So that's going to be an error on the shortstop. E6, Mattingly's aboard with only one down. And Kevin Moss, and he gets a 112, which is a fly ball center field A, which moves the runner to second, plus injury, but it's a 3, so he's only temporarily injured and he remains in the game. And there's 2 down with Barfield up. And Barfield gets a 3-4, which is a ground ball to the shortstop. And no, 1 run does come in for the Yankees, so they take the lead again. The Yankees are just determined that they aren't going to lose to the 75 A's. And we go to the bottom of the 6th with Reggie Jackson up. Reggie Jackson gets a 3-5. That is going to be a strikeout. So Leary with another strikeout. That's 4 for him. Tennis is up. Tennis gets a 1-5. That's a walk. Leary has walked his 3rd man of the game. 1 out and 1 on, and Bando up, and he gets a 4-7 batting right. That's going to be a ground ball second. He is a 3E11. That is a 10. It's going to be on the E11. That is an 11. So that's going to be a ground ball. That's still going to be a ground ball A, double play. 4-6-3 double play. No run score for the A's. And we go to the top of the 7th. It's getting late for the A's, but they're only losing by a run. Leyritz is the batter. 5-6 for Leyritz is going to be a line out to the shortstop. 1 down, and Noakes is the batter. He gets a 4-8 batting left. That is going to be a pop out to second. And Oscar Zokar gets a 2-5, and that is a single. Zokar has his first hit of the game. 5th hit allowed by Bosman. And Espinosa is the batter with a 3-6, and that's a line out to shortstop. So the Yankees get nothing in the 7th, but they still have the lead. They're up 3-2, and Leary he's still pitching pretty well. They're going to keep him out there. Garner is the batter. He gets a 2-11, which is a walk. Garner walks to lead off the A's 7th. That is the 4th walk allowed by Leary. He's allowed a lot of guys on, but he's bending and not breaking. 3-5 is a strikeout for Campaneris. Campanera strikes out. 5th strikeout for Leary. Billy Williams is the batter. He gets a 3-7. That is a walk. So there's 2 A's aboard. And let's see. Okay. Tommy Harper is the batter. He gets a 1-6. That is going to be a fly ball to left. 2 away. Which brings up Bill North, the center fielder. And he gets a 4-10, batting left. And that is going to be a home run. Bill North opened it up. You knew the A's were going to do that sooner or later. It was only a matter of time. Leary was probably running on fumes. And so a 3-run homer by Bill North, of all people. So that is going to open it up for the A's. And Rudy is the batter. The bases are now clear, but there are 2 outs. And he gets a 2-9, which is a fly ball to center. But the A's strike for 3 runs, and they have now got 5. They got a 5 spot up there, and the A's lead at 5-3. The A's are going to bring in a reliever here in the top of the 8th with the Yankees batting. Bosman is only going to have gone 7. And the reliever is going to be Jim Todd. Jim Todd in 1975 pitched 104 innings, all in relief, and was 8-3 with a 229 earned run average. And Steve Sachs is going to be the first man to face him. He gets a 1-9. Todd is a righty, and that is going to be a fly to left. 1 down, and Roberto Kelly up. Roberto Kelly with a 6-9, batting right. That's going to be a fly to center. And that brings up Don Mattingly. Don Mattingly gets a 6-9, and that is the fly to center. So, no runs for the Yankees. We go to the, well, wait a minute. They got 3 there, and then no runs for the Yankees in the 8th. And then we go to the bottom of the 8th with the score 5-3 A's. They will take Tim Leary out, the Yankees will. They're going to look for their own reliever. Leary only goes 7 as well. He gave up 5 hits and 4 runs. And they're going to bring in Eric Plunk. Eric Plunk in 1990 was 6-3 with a 272 earned run average. And Reggie Jackson will be the first guy to face him. He gets a 1-7. Plunk is a righty. That's a strikeout. Plunk himself, actually, I think, played for the A's, but not in 1975. Gene Tennis is up. Gets a 2-6. That is going to be a strikeout. And so much like Todd before him, Plunk gets the first 2 guys out, and 3-11 is a ground ball third for Bando, and he's out. So it's all up to the Yankees right here in the 9th. They have to get 3 runs at least, or 2 runs at least to tie, and 3 to take the lead. And Moss will be the first batter. And Jim Todd is still out there on the mound. He gets a 5-5, batting left. That's a strikeout. Jesse Barfield is the batter. He gets a 2-12. That is going to be a single. Or wait a minute. Yeah, that will be a single. Jim Leyritz is the batter. He gets a 3-6. That is going to be a hit by pitch. So the Yankees have two guys on. It's really what they needed. They have to have base runners. And Matt Noakes is the batter. And he gets a 4-3 batting left. And that is going to be a single. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nope, it's an out. It would have been a ballpark single, but it wasn't. So that is going to be a line out. And the Yankees are down to their last out with two guys on and Zokar the batter. And he gets a 5-5 batting left, and that is going to be a strikeout. And so the Yankees can't pull it off. And the final score here is the 1975 A's 5 and the 1990 Yankees 3. They made it a good game, but they couldn't put it away. And that will be it for me, Sportsman Z, Bob Zalke, signing off.